gonna
is a
let her get a.
motherfucker.
I'm gonna let a couple of them get in here. I just started the live. What you saying?
That Reddit is a motherfucker, man. That's what Raymond was saying. He get all his plays from.
Oh yeah, I did hear that. I heard y'all was talking about that in the class last night when.
Yeah, bro. I gotta get in some of these groups. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause they be on some shit, bro.
Yeah, you can find a lot of ad-libs. They'll throw you a lot of alleys in them groups. Cause you got that's just like being in our group. How you get certain information that you wouldn't get if you weren't talking to certain people. But that's
Hmm.
it's but it's way more people on Reddit and on X and all that.
Yeah, I like that Reddit. I gotta start digging deeper into it.
I thought you was talking about the stock.
Oh nah. But
Stock going crazy
when
too.
I first started talking about that bitch before they IPO'd or whatever it's called,
Yeah.
um, them bitches flew, bro. Cause a lot of people like them college kids, they really be on that X. I mean that Reddit.
The market not opening. Yeah. Apple up, Google up. Yeah,
You
Apple
know,
up
like
pushing.
I know like a lot of stuff pushing. Tesla trying to push. Yeah, Tesla pushing.
All right. Look, I be getting a couple on trickling in, and I'm next tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get that post up with the graphic um on like the socials for the morning market brief. Um, I'm just gonna bring up a couple charts before we get started, so as we scrolling through, I ain't gotta go search for them. All right. So let me bring up our morning market brief.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a Tesla car, but it ain't even taking no order.
All right. So the markets, we had a mixed day yesterday as the Middle East tensions supposedly have a ceasefire now, and I think that's gonna hold up. Like I was saying, as far as the Middle East deal, Iran kind of didn't really have a choice because they don't have as many resources as we do when it comes to war and gunpower, manpower. Like in no way can they stand a chance at war with us. So that kind of had to happen, and with us knowing that, playing energy to the downside would have been a nice move. I said something about that last week, but it was a little early. Um, so yeah, that was kind of the story yesterday. Middle East tensions, ceasefire, and then we had Powell. Powell spoke yesterday. He's speaking the same. He bumping heads with Trump, so that's kind of that's gonna weigh a lot. That's gonna weigh in a lot on how the market reacts to different things. The Trump and Powell commentary, like the things they say, are gonna weigh in heavy on the market because the next step is cutting interest rates, which the chances in rate cuts is getting greater and greater for like July. I think we probably still gonna wait till September and do cuts, but July got a bump in the percentage for rate cuts. So once that rate cut happens, a lot more money gonna flow into the market. Um, a lot more money gonna flow into the economy. Period. So we'll start seeing the everything start to turn to the upside from there. We did have GDP this morning. GDP came in, I want to say, hot. Yeah, I think GDP came in hot. I was watching it too. I don't remember. Let me see. We gonna go to the 3-star. Clear all. And we had new home sales. I mean, did we have new home sales today or yesterday? That was yesterday. New home sales was down. Which we already know that. Durable goods. We got durable goods this morning that was like crazy. And this was a record like going way back. That 16%, because you can see how that number typically is on the durable goods, down 6%, up 9, 0, 3, and this is going back. Like it's usually like this here, single digit. For it to spike up like this, there had to be something that triggered that. And from what I was seeing, I should have screen recorded it. From what I was seeing on CNBC this morning, I forget his name. He was saying that that's partially due to orders for the planes. So, with that being said, I think we're gonna start seeing some positive momentum out of Boeing, which is ticker symbol BA. They are one of the newer companies on our targets to watch list. So we're watching that. We're gonna look at Boeing as well a little bit later. I might as well bring that chart up. That's one of the ones that we're gonna be looking to establish a position in, just depending on the technicals when we get the opportunity, and look a little bit deeper into the fundamentals and see if that's actually true as far as the durable goods numbers. Initial jobless claims came in cooler than expected. So that's initial jobless claims is when you initially apply for unemployment, and then continuing jobless claims is the people that's already on unemployment that's continuing their claims. So unemployment initial claims came down a little bit, which was decent. That's okay. I mean, unemployment really ain't making a big difference in the economy right now, but it did come down some. Lowest number back to May 22 last month. Alright, so that's where we at pretty much on data. We get core PCE tomorrow, and then we'll close out the week. Our fear greed index, then we up maybe 3 from yesterday. I think we got like 55 yesterday, something like that. That's a sweet spot right there for us to continue pushing to the upside. Once we get up here, this is when we start. When we getting towards that 75. That's when we want to start looking at our positions that may be overbought, that may be getting gassed. Start scaling out of positions, leaving runners. But right now, we can keep our foot on the gas. As long as nothing don't come out of the woodworks and just throw us off, I think we're gonna keep pushing higher. We aiming for those highs, and if we break those highs and retest, we gonna keep going on into July, on through July. I think August we might start seeing the market cool off a little bit. That's usually when a lot of investors and traders go on their vacation. It's not usually during the same summer that everybody else is on, the June, July. Usually in August, you're going to see a lot of money come out of the market. And when money comes out of the market, just naturally everything is going to cool off. Not for any major reason, but just a lot less volatility. Let's look over the current positions, which is Apple. Apple started up this morning. Now it's down 135. We're still holding above 200. That psychological level. Let me put a mark right here at the 200 so I can kind of keep an eye on that. And yeah, I think we all right. We're just trying to find a reason to continue higher with Apple because there's no reason really to be down this low. They got reasons, but that's not justifiable. The iPhones and stuff like that. That's still a $3 trillion company, and they have more cash on hand than any other company on the stock market. So they can at any point in time buy. They can buy their AI needs. They don't really need to be as innovative as other companies, but they getting punished for that. The market don't like that they not playing this AI game how everybody else is. So that's kind of where we at with Apple right now. I got those contracts out to September. We got earnings in July. So we still playing around here. I like earnings. I'm probably gonna add to that position even though I'm capped out where I would like to be risk wise. If we get to earnings and this is still ranging in this area, I'm probably gonna double down on that. But I think we're gonna take off sooner than that. I don't think it's gonna wait until the end of July to start pushing higher. If we
Could
break,
have a good earnings run too. Run up.
what's up?
I said Apple could have a real good earnings run up too.
Yeah, for sure. And iPhones drop in September, so they naturally have to start putting out something good to build the anticipation for the new set of iPhones. So yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see how that play out. It's still bouncing right here at this 200. Um, we'll watch it. I like it. When y'all stop using iPhones, then I'll stop having faith. We ain't talking about Drake though, cause he refused to get one. He gonna stay on the struggle bus with the Androids.
Yeah, don't do that.
Alright, Google Google looking strong, man. It's playing around here at this 200, but I like Google. When y'all stop using Google search and Gmail, and then we can start talking Google to the downside. But as long as Google's down here on the RSI coming up from the bottom, now if we was up here, then I would probably have a problem with that, or I'll be feeling like we may not buck that 200. But I think we just coming back to fill this gap, because we did gap up this morning, and then I think we're gonna continue higher. So if you're not in Google, you probably can find an opportunity on the shorter time frames. We got a nice run this week out of Google so far. That position was up like 300 yesterday, and it was up like one something this morning, but it's probably flat now or down a little bit. Yeah, you go on some smaller time frames. Like I think this is gonna probably ride this the top of this Bollinger Band, the upper band in this Bollinger Bands. Um, Something similar to this, but something similar to these. Once we get up in and we keep swinging, just like we're doing now, I think we're gonna get one of those. Cause on the bigger time frame, we got plenty of room to continue to the upside. We already came from outside of the bands here, spring to this 20 MA. I know I heard some of y'all mentioning the middle price, the mid price on the Bollinger Bands. This is actually a 20 MA. That's what comes naturally in the Bollinger Bands, and then these are deviation bands. The average price on the 20 MA plus 2 minus 2 deviation. That's what that means for the bands, in case anybody was wondering or you didn't know. So that's the 20 MA in the middle of the Bollinger Bands. So I think we're gonna break through this 200 on Google, and we'll go ahead and continue higher from there. Boeing, Boeing pushing this morning too, man. Boeing up $3. Yeah. Probably should have looked at us, but opportunity at open. But to be honest, Boeing gave us an opportunity yesterday. Towards the end of the day, this wouldn't have been a bad spot to enter and Boeing. And to be honest, if we would have got in there, would have been up decent this morning on some swings. But we got time. It's already down. I think what's probably gonna happen with Boeing is they're gonna make form like this cup and handle. If they start the game momentum here, then it's gonna be natural for them to cool off some once it gets up here on the Bollinger Bands, probably on the higher time frame. Yeah, once you swing up and fill this gap, we probably start seeing some resistance, and we may form a cup and handle on that side. But on one of these swings, we need to get in here. We don't want to jump in after it's already popped like that for the morning. But once it cools off some, we gotta try to find us a position in there and do some research also on the fundamental side and see, how what story they telling right now. Let's see. Those are the positions that we currently in. This is one of the positions on our targets to watch. Let's go. Let me see. I'm gonna put a